Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. Today has been $1,000 day in Newbies on Fire. I'm going to be sending that to my bank in just a second. If you've been wondering if it's real, if you've been sitting on the fence or anything like that, definitely want to watch this video. I'm going to give you a real big picture of everything. Just telling you what I think about it real quickly and let you know how real this is. Hold off to the end, y'all, of this video. I got a free bonus for y'all as well. And to be honest, y'all, it's going to be a little bit of a story time today. I remember when I first came into online business, how I thought online business would work, how I had to learn to change the way I think about things, how I got free from a job in the first 6 months and the last 5 years of being free from a job. So I'm going to cover all that for you. I think it's really going to help you. And with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, everybody, let's go ahead and get started. Again, this was a $1,000 date. My throat is a little dry, and I'll be doing a decent amount of talking, so you might hear my little cup jingling like that. I like the sound of that, and it does look good. I have ice water inside my cup right here. It's become my favorite cup right here. So let's go ahead and log into PayPal real quick. We're going to have, this is March the 3rd right here. This is, well, with PayPal, takes out a little bit of money, maybe about $30. Yesterday, you're looking at, out of 1,000, so it winds up putting $970.40. And this is pretty much every day, y'all. I've got some commissions coming in, $100, $100, for the last couple of days. So how much is that? The last 2 days, that's $1,200 I sent to my bank in the last 2 days alone. So that's not too bad, y'all. And we are just getting going. To be honest, people ask me, I had a couple people saying, do you think it's getting saturated? No, to be honest. I think a lot of people don't even know it exists yet, to be honest. So this is a perfect time to come into this business. Let's see here. Let's go to the bank. Standard free 1 day. And this is going to be $970 and $40. There we go. And yep, going to send it $970.40 to my bank. And what I do, y'all, is I take these screenshots. The reason I do this, it's not really for me, it's for as much as for my downline. Because a lot of my downline like to use some of my proofs of income. So if I'm doing this in the videos, the reason I'm doing this, it's for you and my team. And your downline's team can use this as well. The reason it's such a good page is there's nowhere up here that it has my name up here, so it becomes more of a universal. And let me show you down here at the bottom. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Listen, y'all, if you sign up with our team instead of Newbies on Fire with me directly, I'm going to give you this training page right here. You're going to get access to these. You can use this. You have my permission if you're on our team. So it's a little bit of incentive right by itself to make sure you come in here. And I'm going to cover this page a little bit more in detail in just a minute. But just want to show you some of my, my income proofs that I like to create. Very artistic. Here's another one for $770 right here, and I'll probably be adding one about like that with the 1,000 I just sent to the bank. This is $1,200 in the last 4 days. Well, I made $1,200 in the last 2 days, so you can tell it's starting to get a little bit better. And this was a while back. I think it might have been my first weekend, even while giving pass ups. So this is pretty cool right here. Okay, y'all. With that being said, we already sent money to the bank, so we are done with that. I've already got a snapshot. Newbies on Fire, y'all. What makes it different than other things? So it's not really going to be a review, y'all. I've got probably 20 plus videos that's going to cover reviews on Newbies on Fire. So if you want to see that, go there and watch that. Go subscribe to my channel. You're going to see a whole bunch of that, right? But what makes, I think, Newbies on Fire stand out is the fact that how low the admin fee. I've got to say that first every time. Ridiculously low. Even at the $25 level, y'all. I went through a few minutes ago. I've got an army of people that came at the $25 level. They're only paying $5 one time, $25 one time. You get the second and the fourth pass up. You get your money back off the very first one. It's a no-brainer. Anybody who loves to get out there in the Facebook world and just say, hey, look, y'all, come into this business. I can get you unlimited $25 commissions. And bam, you start getting this. And listen, when you get a pass up, understand it's not just the money. You get the person. So that second and fourth and the commissions they make and their second and fourth, it keeps on and on. So I think a lot of y'all don't really understand how powerful a double one-up system is. Y'all, that's the rock bottom, lowest level. is going to be, the starter level itself. In my opinion, it's a good place to start if you want to see if it's real. You come in, I'm going to give you some of my 3 generations training. It's me and 2 other leaders. We're all 3 on the leaderboards inside of Newbies on Fire. Free from a job. This is all we do for a living. So we're going to give you access to that as well. Now, how much training you get depends on how high up you come into the business. Starter level is only going to give you just a little bit of training. I'll show you exactly what it comes with. Generation 1 is going to be one of the leaders. If you notice, there's a lot that's been blocked out right here. The reason why is this is incentive marketing, not only for you to want to upgrade, but for your downline as well. I am literally giving you copy and paste it, give your downline the exact same thing that I gave you so that it would give them incentive to want to upgrade, y'all. So you get a couple of passwords right here. You log into that, and this is from Generation 1. Again, I want your downline to know that this is what this is for upgrading. They click right here, and they get to go upgrade directly from this page right here. Generation 2 is locked entirely because that's how those 2 people wanted to do the business. They do not get unlocked into the 250 level. 250 unlocks everything, okay, just to let you know. Generation 3 is going to be me. Once again, this is just a starter level being shown, so there's not going to be a whole lot of training up here that's being shown. And if you go all the way down to the bottom, y'all, you literally have, I'm not going to reconnect right now, but I have a chat box sit on here that you can chat directly with each other. You can chat with your downline. You can do whatever you like. So this is the training. I'm giving you an awful lot of training, matter of fact. Just for coming into it, it's the biggest training out of the whole company, and you only saw just a little fragment of it because I can't unlock everything for you. Wouldn't be fair for somebody to come in at the $250, $500, or $1,000 level, and here you are, getting everything at the 25. So I just want you to understand that right from the get-go. Now, as far as Newbies on Fire, the low admin fees, $5. $10 one time, $25 one time. These are for upper levels, and then the $50 one time, and then the $97 for the $1,000 level that's just recently come in. Those are ridiculously low admin fees. I got free from a job in 2015, 2016, August the 1st. I came in my first one-up system, y'all, and it changed my life. Made over $40,000 plus in the first 30 days. Able to pay my house off, $11,000 worth of medical bills my little boy had in a very short period of time. Paid cash for a Jaguar convertible I had always wanted, sapphire blue, ivory leather interior. I still drive the car. I love it to death, navy blue top. And so I saw how powerful a one-up system is. The fact that we get paid immediately. The fact that we always make 100% commissions. The fact the company doesn't pay us. The fact that we get to pick how we want to get paid. And that's just a little bit of the benefits of having a one-up system. So I want y'all to understand that not only do we have a one-up, we have a double one-up. So you get the first commission is going to be you getting your money back. The higher the level you go, the lower levels come with it, plus the commissions itself. You do not want to be giving away your money, y'all. Try to come into this as big as you can. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that. I would not be making $1,000 days like this if I wasn't qualified to make $1,000 days. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all want to come at $25 level. Y'all want to make life-changing income. But let me tell you something, y'all. People in this leaderboard's already making some people up to $20,000, $25,000 into this business, right? I can see me being there really quickly. As a matter of fact, I'm just getting going. I've been sick without a voice for, 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight. So it really put a damper on me when I'm making YouTube videos. You see what I'm saying? But you cannot make life-changing income if you are not positioned to make life-changing income. I hate to tell y'all that. Think about this, y'all. If you came into a business, that's a $2 business, right? A lot of y'all get excited about it. And I had a friend of mine, a big leader, that went all big into it, right? But the thing is, people realize it would take every person in your zip code to make life-changing income, really, $1,000 a day. Are you really going to go find 500 people? Now, let me ask you something. If you sign up into a business for $2 and you sign up into a business for $500, which is going to motivate you most? Think about that, y'all. Which one's going to make you get out, get seen, get heard, get excited about something? You're invested into this thing. And a lot of y'all, oh, I can't afford it. Now, please understand, I'm not telling you to go not meet a light bill or anything like that, but I will tell you this, sometimes having you back against the wall is going to do more for you than any other thing. That $2 business is not going to do it for you. I hate to say this, but, you know, just like $1,000, how many? It would have took 40 people yesterday to make $1,000, and it only took me 2 people. And now we got a $1,000 commission, could have only took 1. If you believe in the business, you know it's real, and if you've signed up or have not, if you have not signed up, sign up at minimum, get my free training, y'all. Have access to me directly. Get into it. I'm going to send you to the Facebook group and the email alone. So you got 9,000 plus members in here that are excited. It's not just Shawn making money. And you're going to see that, y'all. It's not just big leaders either. I have downline that came in the very first day, make their first money back already. That's the kind of business, and those are the people you need to be around. So a big picture, y'all. Newbies on fire. Admin fees ridiculously low. Miss Christina Hooper is a great owner. The reason why she's a great owner is because of the fact that she loves one-up systems. She's done these businesses with us. She's a marketer like us. So she knows what we were looking for. So when she created this, that has the broadcast already built in for your leads or your members, and you get to use it as much as you want. That is priceless. Y'all, even at the $5 level, you understand. You may pay $25 to your sponsor, but that $5 is all the money that the company makes on that lower level, right? Yet you still have access to the broadcast. Yet you still have access to the rotator. You've got access to all this stuff, landing pages, capture pages that translate into over 100 languages. It's ridiculous. The whole back office translates into a different language for you. You got a leaderboard that pushes you. It pushes the crap out of me. I'm not going to lie. You know, my first business I got into, where am I at sitting right now on the leaderboard? Okay, I am fourth place. Fourth place for the week right here at 1325, right? I'm sure it's going to keep growing. Right here, I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 5 for the month, and I'm number 6 for the all-time. And some of these people have been in here since November. For me, I have been, this is not even a month and a half. So I've got some catching up to do. Y'all, let me tell you something. When the first business I came into, an online business, had a leaderboard. When I popped up there on number 7, I remember as plain as day. Nothing motivated me more, and it wasn't easy. And the reason I say it wasn't easy is because I was working 65 hours a week in a restaurant, y'all. Literally working 65 hours a week, being a full-time dad. And the leaderboard helped push me because I wanted to move farther. I wanted to become number 1 on that leaderboard. Y'all, think about this. I got free from the job in 6 months. I was making pretty good income in the restaurant business. For me to walk away from it like that, I think the leaderboard, I know, as a matter of fact, leaderboard had a lot to do with pushing me to want to become better. And when I went number 1 on the leaderboard, y'all, I never went back, ever, in the very first business I came into. Think about this, y'all. I was getting 300 to 350 members a month into the first business I was doing, right? How much of that would not have happened if it was not for a leaderboard? Leaderboard wakes people up. They see the potential, the kind of money that can be made here. That's what they see in a leaderboard. And if you are the type to push yourself, great. If you don't like a leaderboard, great, because let me show you something, y'all. You don't have to look at it. Leaderboards are down here at the bottom right. It's not like when you log in, there it is, sitting or something like that, y'all. If you don't like a leaderboard, great. Just don't look at it. That's just reality. Okay, y'all. I am going to show you my timeline real quick, a little walk down memory lane from yesterday. This is me trying new things, y'all. I took an app on my phone. I make everything on my phone, all my thumbnails, all my pictures, everything comes on my phone itself. I do have videos where I cover different stuff. It's actually in the training, as a matter of fact. So if you come at the 250 level, I know it's unlocked for you there. So if you want to know how I make thumbnails in the YouTube world, and I mean, to be honest, y'all, I do pretty well. Number 1, I'm number 3 on the leaderboard, for Newbies on Fire at YouTube. Top creator at this moment is Shawn Powell. Adriana's done a great job not taking anything away from it. I should have been doing more. My throat, my voice not being there has really hindered me, but I'm out there now and I'm getting the job done, so that's all that really matters, okay? But all my thumbnails, y'all, let me show you here my YouTube channel real quick. I would highly suggest you subscribing to my channel. This was the very first video I did. It went to #1. It's still there, matter of fact. I've got quite a few, yeah, I think I've got about 23, 24 videos now for Newbies on Fire. But all these thumbnails and stuff like that, y'all, I actually have a video in the training that shows you what I'm using, the software itself, so you have access to that training as well. So if you're someone that asks that, because I get asked that a lot, how do I do this and stuff like that, well, that's going to be it. This right here, y'all, I'm the type of person, I like to try things, see what happens, learn from it. It don't matter if this worked or if it didn't work. I don't care. I'm not like going to quit. If you know you're not going to quit, then you're going to learn something from it, and it's always going to be valuable. If it's good or bad, it don't matter. So I thought I'd try something to put that. So late last night, what was it? Probably about 12 o'clock, I decided to try an app and do that. Okay, $970. I just showed you that. I sent that to my bank a few minutes ago. Huge congratulations to Miss Deborah Creighton for coming in. I do this for all my downline. I like to make little artistic stuff like that and put them in it. This is me making 1,000 for the day. Right here, this is the picture I showed you earlier. 500 coming in here. Miss Debbie Perry, also from North Carolina, not too far from me. She came in and stayed at the elite level, so I did that for her. Do this business, $500, and this is another commission, 500. This is my YouTube video I put out yesterday, and this right here, y'all, is what we're going to talk about. Online business, how I made it, and what you really need to know. And y'all, I can tell you, I got a lot of people commenting on this, not necessarily just on my timeline, but from other groups, because I actually sent it to other places as well, y'all. Now, I want you to understand, you see these arcade games, right? The very first arcade game I ever had was that one. I paid $25 for it. It's never been cut off. It still works perfectly. That's crazy. It's a raiding machine. I put a 60 in one. My little boy was like 1 year old, standing up there, passing his mouth, playing the arcade game. We called it Big Game. Every night when we went to bed, he had to go over here and say, "Good night, Big Game," even when it's passing his mouth. I'm a huge fan of Miss Pac-Man. My girlfriend loves it. She plays it more than I do now, but this is a part of my childhood. So to me, I've got a 4,300 square foot old house. Got plenty of space. It was just me and my little boy for a long time, me being a single dad, right? So I wanted a full-size arcade in my house. I thought that would be awesome. This is actually the breakfast area. My kitchen's right over there. So what I did is I took 2 arcade games and put it in here because those are the most popular ones that probably get hit the quickest. So I left them in here, and I think it looks pretty good. Something I love to do, have it in the background, you know, for my videos and stuff like that. So that's exactly what is here. Now, you understand, I thought it was going to be cool, you know, for a little boy and his dad to maybe share something together with arcade games. I've got 13 of them. 6 of them are sit-down racers, and some of them are linked together. They're in the other room. His bedroom has actually got 1, 2, 3, 4 arcade games in it. And then we got a lot of stuff, air hockeys and stuff like that upstairs, and a pool table. Got that as well. Now, so I got my dream that I wanted a full arcade, right? When I first came into online business, because I dealt directly with arcade games, usually, excuse me, let me get swallowed. I told you my throat run dry. Usually, you would go to Craigslist. Craigslist is a great place to find little oddities and stuff like that. The reason Craigslist was better than eBay is because shipping and handling. You would go locally, go get the arcade game, bring it back yourself, put it in the back of a truck or something like that, and you get to see the game, make sure it works. You know what you're paying for when you get it. So when I first got in online business, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, realistically, I thought that I was going to learn how to become a beast in Craigslist. And in my mind, from day one, on the outside looking in, I was going to I'm going to go to all these hot locations, and I'm going to learn how to master, at that time I wouldn't say master, but I was going to become a beast at Craigslist. So I joined my first business. I was really excited about it, and I started hitting Craigslist. I had 100 leads. I had 200 plus leads. Not one converted, right? I could not get these. Just was not the right kind of people. It just wasn't working for me, right? Now, some of y'all, because you thought how online business was going to be, that alone would have discouraged you and you would have quit. You're like, oh, well, you know what? It didn't work. I gave it a chance, right? Well, Craigslist has changed a lot. Back then, I could do it entirely for free. Yes, people are flagging each other left and right and all that stuff, y'all. I'm sure it's still there to some degree as well. But I will tell you this, I didn't care. I wanted online business. That first business really opened my eyes. It made me realize that there was a possibility with unlimitations, no ceiling at all to what I could make. And I was looking for freedom, y'all. 65 hours a week, half the week my son couldn't even stay in his own house, literally at all. And that just tore me up. So I really wanted to try to find a way out. I was 26 years in restaurants with no way out. Most money I'd ever had in the bank was $15,000. I came into online business and I was making, I had 50, 60,000 plus in the bank. It was just, it was the right move. I know that now, but it was it was just crazy how much work I was doing, how life ran around my job, and the little bit of money I actually had to show for it. All in all, it really kind of woke me up as well with online business. So Craigslist didn't work like I thought it would. I was not a Facebook person. Y'all, a 40-some-year-old male that's a single dad working 65 hours a week in a restaurant I wouldn't care to get on Facebook. Let's put it that way. My idea of Facebook, this is reality, y'all, was when me and my little boy would go to, let's say, Myrtle Beach on vacation, I would take a lot of pictures with my camera. I don't even know if I had a phone back then at the beginning, or my phone now, or phone pictures as well. I would come home and upload them to Facebook, not to share them, but as a backup. That was my idea of Facebook. I didn't really care. Now, I had some family, a couple of friends. My grandma was up there and stuff like that. But I was not the type I'm not like you see so many people with Facebook on a regular basis. Oh, I just can't keep this out of my hand. I was never even close to that. Not even close. I didn't have a cell phone. I was very computeristic, but I didn't even have a cell phone for the longest. My boss man made me get one, to be perfectly honest, okay? So I had a huge burn and desire in my stomach when I first started online business to figure it out. Craigslist didn't look like it was going to be the right avenue for me, just wasn't the right kind of people. That's for me. I'm not knocking Craigslist. It just was not what was going to work for me. When I realized that Facebook had 1 billion people in it, that's an ocean, a literal ocean of people. And how green was I, y'all? This is reality. When I signed up to the business, they told me about the Facebook group. I didn't know how to join a Facebook group. I didn't know Facebook groups existed, to be honest. So the idea of Facebook for me was, I was as green can get, right? Just want to let you know, okay? Facebook, I jumped in it. I didn't care about my timeline. I had a hang up, y'all, a very big one in Facebook on day one. I did not want to use my family and friends' Facebook account because I knew that I would probably be failing. And my hang up was letting my grandma and friends I know see me make a fool of myself. And see, to me, a hang up is anything that's real to you. If it's a real fear, if it's really going to bother you, then that's reality. I'm not saying just go get over it. I'm just saying figure out what you need to do to get around it, go over it, whatever you got to do. Yes, for me, common sense was thinking out of the box. Go make another Facebook account. This Facebook account now, I've got almost 5,000 friends on. I keep it about 4,000 to 5,000 almost all the time. I used this one on day one, and I did not care. I want you to understand this. I did not care if they saw me mess up. I did not care. My grandma, my friends from school, they weren't watching me. These people didn't know me from Adam, okay? So it gave me freedom to try things in the Facebook groups. I didn't care about, if somebody saw me or didn't see me. And by having that, it gave me the ability to try things. Now, I was excited. I had sincerity. I learned that online business, I believed in the business that I was doing. I believed that there was a possibility for me to make this work if I applied the action. And I just hammered away in these Facebook groups. And I love figuring stuff out. Man, one of the best things God gave me is the ability, when I'm passionate about something, to really figure it out, right? So that was probably one of the best things He ever gave me. And so here I was in the Facebook group, had my head against the wall for 2 weeks solid. I made some leads, but nothing major, right? And then I got mad with it. When I got mad with Facebook, I'm going to tell you, I took a picture of me and my little boy. Hold on. I took a picture of me and my little boy, and I just smacked it up there, and I told him, I said, y'all, let me tell you something. I found something that's real, that means something to me. I know I haven't been in long, but I already seen light at the end of the tunnel, and stuff. And I wrote real things. And y'all, I'm going to tell you something. People felt it. I did not look like everybody else. I learned to stand out and to brand myself, and I didn't even know I was branding myself. Y'all, I remember the first day I came home from work, and I had posted in some Facebook groups, and just since that morning, I believe, I had made 36 leads in a very short period of time, right? I want you to understand this, y'all. Shortly, I was making 60 to 100 plus leads a day with just Facebook. How did I do it? It was by me banging my head against the wall, getting mad at it, figuring out how to stand out from everybody else, trying stuff. Y'all, just because I made a new post with a new image did not mean it worked. I didn't care. If it took me doing 50 of them to find one that did work, then I would take that one and put it in my arsenal, and that's what I would use. And that's how I did Facebook. And then I become very confident in it, y'all. I built a game plan, a routine around exactly what I would do, how I would add friends, things of that nature, and I ran with it, right? Now, I went number one on the leaderboard. I got free from the job. My first week in online business was the last week of October 2014. May 7th, 2015, I was able to get free from a job. And when I came home, I did not take it lightly. I should have been scared when I left that day, telling my people that I ain't coming back. But I knew God had showed me something, and I knew it was going to be there. So what I did was I ran hard. I ran even harder. When I came home, I worked harder here than I did if I was working in the restaurant. Yes, it's different. I was laying on the couch, had a blanket on me with the cat asleep on my legs, watching YouTube with a ceiling fan, posting and managing, post on Facebook. All right. Well, here's the thing. After I got free from a job, I was a one-trick pony. I only knew how to do one thing. Now, what I did learn was sincerity, showing people, that I was sincere and that I believed in my business, that I was on fire. People will follow you. I knew these things, right? So when I left Facebook, I had a couple of guys at number 2, number 3 on the leaderboards, and I'd seen them really do incredible stuff using YouTube. So I was like, you know what? Next business I come into, I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to do the exact same thing I did with Facebook. Now, let me tell you, my life changed because one night I sent a message to a guy named Tim Chisanis. Tim Chisanis, I was telling him how I'd been helping a guy for 2 hours, and, I didn't have a sponsor. So a lot of y'all complaining about this and this stuff like that. I didn't have anybody. I was just really excited. Spent 2 hours helping this one guy, and I'd sent Tim Chisanis. He was the owner of the business, and I was like, hey, man, look what I did, blah, blah, blah. I was looking some recognition, I think, really, for the amount of work I was putting in, and I was already on the leaderboards and stuff, but I didn't have a sponsor. Nobody directed me in the right direction. And he sent me a message saying, stop doing that. Think of how much money or how many people you could have got out to in 2 hours' time. And I was like, wow, I hadn't even thought about that. And the company is called Automated Wealth Network. He said, this place is called Automated Wealth Network for a reason. Quit. He says, you're going to confuse your downline. They're going to think they have to do the same thing that you're doing, and they're not going to do it. So quit doing it. And he said, be there for your people, but you cannot handhold 1,000 people's hands. You can't do it. And I had not thought about that, y'all. So to me, it really woke me up. Now, he told me something else, and this is the part that changed everything. Y'all, it was the best text message I ever got in my life. It changed my life. He told me, I want you to pick one way to get out to people. Just one way only. And I want you to master that one way. And that's all he said. And he said, he said, then I want you to come back until you make $500 commissions. To be honest, I think he was telling me that because he was probably tired of me messaging him. But I got what he was saying. I need to focus. Some of y'all, you come in online business, you think, I got to learn email marketing, I got to learn how to do Facebook, I got to make my timeline right, I've got to learn how to do YouTube, man, I got to do these solo ads, I got to do paid advertising, there's this new fandangle thing, I've got to learn how, and what happens is you are excited about a business, but you've spread, excuse me, spread yourself so thin that you haven't got anything accomplished. And you start here and then you quit, and you start here and go quit, and you start here, and then that 2 weeks goes by, or a month goes by, and your excitement and that belief in the business starts to fade. And I know a lot of y'all have got to understand what I'm trying to tell you. Y'all, because of my focus, and because of what Tim Chisan has told me, pick one way and master only one way, my Facebook went crazy. I was double in second place on the leaderboard. The owners were part of that. I doubled their income, or double the amount of people coming into the business. And it had everything to do with my focus. Now, when I quit focusing, and I think I pretty much mastered Facebook where I was happy, then I wanted to learn how to do YouTube. I did the exact same thing. I focused at only YouTube, and I just hammered away, sitting at my kitchen table with a $4 stand and my cell phone. I had nothing else. You go with what you got, y'all. I'm going to tell you that. Don't think you got to have this Mickey Mouse, all this pretty framing stuff. Y'all, I made six-figure income with nothing more than mashing the record button and people seeing I was excited and I believed it about a business. That's going to do more for you than having Mickey Mouse on the screen. So even though I have evolved with 3 years or however many, 4 years, 3 years, whatever, doing YouTube videos, don't think that you've got to be me. Go be you, the person that believes in the business, that's excited, and just sit down and let go. Because that's going to do more for you than any Mickey Mouse or My Little Zombie or anything. That's the God's honest truth, y'all. So that's something to think about right by itself. I focused at YouTube. In the first 90 days, I was making $13,000 plus a month from a dead stop. I did it just like I did with Facebook. I focused at only one way of getting out to people, and I mastered it. Now I tell people this. Pick one way to get out to people. One way, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whichever way you pick is going to be fine. Somebody's made down every avenue. Find the one that fits you best. Master that one way, knowing you're not going to quit. Knowing you're going to throw it out there. Knowing you're going to mess up. Knowing you're going to ask questions. Knowing you're going to go to YouTube and try to find this guy that was really good at this, and then go over here and stuff like that. You got to do whatever you got to do to learn and figure out what you need to learn, and then learn to make it work for you your way. That's what I became good at. Because I'm passionate, I'm figuring out things, everything fell into place. To be honest, y'all, online business is not hard. It really isn't. I think a lot of y'all think it is because a lot of people don't make it. If you want to know why people don't make it, this is the answer right here, y'all. People have hang-ups. They let them hang-ups get the better part of them. Or they get comfortable in their little, zone, and they don't want to get out that comfort zone. Most of y'all wanting to get rich, hiding behind a sales funnel with nobody knowing who you are. You're not going to happen. It's not going to happen, y'all. And the reason I'm telling you this is because people join people. Whatever, and you fill in the blank, is keeping you from getting seen, keeping you from getting heard, is exactly what's keeping you from making it. And that's just something you're going to have to deal with. With me, my grandma, my family see me on Facebook. I had to deal with it. Second Facebook account. So 99% of the time I'm on my online business Facebook account. I barely ever go to my family and friends' Facebook account. I've gone where there's been 6 months. I never even logged in. And even my birthday, seeing all these people, and I wasn't there. They had a birthday party without me. You know what I'm saying? But this is where the money was at. This is where, now what I did do over the years, I'm not hung up anymore with this stuff because I know I'm very confident with myself, but I gave myself the time and ability to do that. I added my aunts and my grandma and my dad and then a couple of my friends I went to school with on this account, but they know that this is what I do for a living now, right? So that was my hang up. Now let me tell you my hang up in YouTube, and I'll just about end this. I'm entirely blind in my right eye. And for me to sit down and mash record with this thing staring me in the face was hard. I'm not going to lie. And some of y'all, you think you're too fat, you're too old, you're too ugly, you don't speak enough English, whatever, right? To be honest, y'all, if I was so big that you could barely even see me in this box, I'm not going to lie to y'all. First time they see you, they're probably going to think that, right? But let me tell you something. When you believe in something and you just let go, people are going to feel it and they can sense it. And they'll drop whatever's wrong. Because, to be honest, they're going to be looking forward to another video. That's what you got to bring. For me, that was hard. But I wanted my freedom for my little boy and me more than I cared what anybody thought. So I kept making it videos. And it kept going. But I kept making videos. And I kept going. And it helped me build my confidence. And before long, nobody said anything. I had a couple people, say this or something, but I didn't care anymore. Y'all, I made over 30 videos before I made my first commission. And I would go to work and I was like, have you ever heard yourself talk and you didn't like it? Or see yourself in a video and you didn't like it? I remember that a lot as a kid. I was like, that ain't me. I don't talk like that. When you believe in something, even these videos where I was sitting there with that $4 stand, you know what I saw? I saw a guy that was on fire, that believed in what he was doing. And it was beautiful. And that was me talking. And I understood why people were connecting with me. And some of y'all have got that in you, and you're too scared to let it go. You're not, I can't do that in front of somebody. And y'all, you know what, y'all think you got to be some guru or something. You call people gurus. To be perfectly honest, only thing a guru is someone that believed in the business, that got over their hang-ups, that because they made it, you think they're some kind of guru. They're just like us, man. There's nothing different. But that's it. If you believe in the business, if you apply action and you're accessible, then you're going to be the biggest sponsor that anybody's ever looking for. And some of y'all are keeping yourself. My hang-ups almost kept me from making it. And I remember when I sat down at the kitchen table and I just let go, I went to work feeling so much better. I was like, man, this is doing me some good. And it did change my life. And it built more confidence up for me. So whatever hang-ups y'all have, I don't care what you've got going on, y'all. These are hang-ups. Whatever's keeping you from getting seen and heard, you're going to have to get over them. And that's it. Okay, so pretty much I think that's going to end this right here. That was a long write-up I did right here. A lot of people really appreciated it. But y'all, there are no tricks, anything hitting an online business, no real way of, it's just going to be people join people, pick your way to get out to people, master that one way, focus it only that one way, think of the elements that go with it to make it a full picture, follow-up email, have a picture of you and your little boy, that's what I did, get these people someone to connect with, let them connect with you whatever way you get out to people, let them connect with you in the follow-up email, let these people connect with you in the Facebook group. Your timeline should be a beacon for your business. Y'all, you can say what you want to about my timeline, But you got to realize, man, you got to realize if you come here and you never seen me before, this guy's rolling in something, right? He's excited about something. And that, to me, is what my timeline should be like. I show proof, progress, welcome, congratulate, uplift. I do some teaching up here on a regular basis about like that post I did yesterday. And I do local time events. Like over the weekend, I had a chance to meet my role model as a kid. His name was Damon Bradshaw. Let me see if I can find it. Give me 2 seconds. I'll end this video. There he is. Y'all, I had waited 30 years to meet this cat right here. So over the weekend, I had a chance to do that. So I'll do, some things local going on in my life as well. But I want people to realize that I'm a beacon for my business. All right, y'all, I'm going to end this. If you need to come in to Newbies on Fire and you have not already, go ahead and sign up at minimum. Come into the highest package you can come into because the lower levels come with it and the commissions. You don't want to be giving away your money, that's for sure. This business can change your life. A double one-up is absolutely incredible. And with that being said, y'all, you're going to get some free training just for doing so. So go ahead and sign up at minimum, y'all. And I look forward to seeing you in the Facebook groups. Appreciate it.